Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Erlenberg and is under the command of KJoeK. Or just Joe for instance. Okay, 15 centimeter howitzer. It's capable of doing 600 alpha, 39mm pin, and it's got a 7.2 meters burst radius and a stun duration of 10 seconds to about 18. And oh, he picked the deep part to get across, and will he struggle? Yes, he does get out the other side. Yeah, you have to pick a good spot when crossing the river, because otherwise you can actually get into deep water. And he's actually firing from an unusual position, which might give him an advantage, because the enemy might not be looking for that spot. And the water will actually, funnily enough, protect him. We've seen this in other battles where Arty have actually been sitting in the water and a shell lands right next door to them. It shields them from a lot of damage. Okay, enemy BK-100-01P, the Porsche version of the 100-ton tank. Gets a direct hit with his first shot. Only 80 hit points though, because that thing does have heavy armor. The standard reload, 25.89 seconds for this Arty, and he's got 22.4. So every 22 seconds he's pumping out a 15 centimeter shell. So always try and dial in as quickly as you can on the next target to ensure that as soon as you're ready, you punch that shell out and get more damage. Okay, he's found another target, a T-55A. Just settling the aim. Well, he's lost sight of it now. He probably should have fired actually as it was, but he didn't want to fire a shell at that point. This Arty does have enough shells to keep firing for most of the battle. 30 rounds is total. It's not like some of those other Artys that are limited. Yes, he tagged him there, got some damage. 252 from that one. Now he's also seeing which way the battle's going, and at the moment it seems that the enemy has an advantage on the west side of the map. So it might be an advantage for Joe to go over to the east side of the map, because from there you can shoot at the enemy tanks on the other bank and you've got a bunch of your own teammates to protect you. He's having a quick look up north, and he's now decided to have a look further south, and he has actually found a GeForce 1010, one of those new wheel vehicles. Popped into view. He got stunned. Okay, well, we did see another tank, BZ-176, pop through that area. Okay, he's just reloaded. Now, ready to go, but not ready on the target again. So it really does help if you can select the next target as soon as possible to keep punching those shells out quickly. That's what helps you to get those Confederates. Ooh, that T-55A has taken a fair bit of damage, and he did get stun assist for 424. Now, this IS-3 right up at the north. He's facing off against the Tiger P at the moment. That would have been close. Now, it's a tier 9 game with tier 7 tanks in it. And now we've recognized that, yes, there is a problem. If he'd actually gone over to the full, right over to the west side of the map, he would have been at this moment thinking about decamping and getting over to this bank. But he's probably should be moving right now. His teammate in the other Arty actually did move. That was the M12. He's gone over to the east side and he's still there. But that BZ-176 is now sitting just below the T-30 on our team. He's having a quick look, but now he's looking at this TNH. From this angle, he can get a shot. And I think he might try. That's a bit late. Yeah, that shell exploded in front of the TNH rather than on him, and that was the M12 just firing in as well. Now the good news is he does have somebody nearby, a Centurion 1, just in case the BZ-176 actually breaks through. The TNH knew that he's been hit by Arty, so he's actually using the towers to actually protect him. But this one here, the SMV, he's not being Arty safe. Rounds out. Direct hit. That was a good one. He got stun assist immediately. Now he must go because the BZ-176 is headed straight towards him and the Centurion. So he needs to get out of town quick before he is fried. Yeah, he's not thinking about... You've got to look at your mini-map a lot more to actually spot enemies like that. Now he's looking for the nearest cover, and the nearest cover at the moment is those piles of rubble next to the railway yard. In fact, he's decided to take this position to use the Centurion's eyesight to see where the enemy is, and then to get some more arty shots on him. We're 3 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, so the game is going well, and he's already picked up 658 actual damage and 1,614, and of course we do know that he's probably got some more stun assist or actual damage than on blind shots that he made. So his totals could be a bit higher. Now the Shure MV7X is coming in. Now this could be good because if he spots... Oh, he's really close! The BZ-176! And he wasn't looking! Joe was paying attention elsewhere. And suddenly we see the BZ. He's only just across the river. And he's really close. Now that's a good hit. 184. The Centurion's going in. The Shure MV7X is coming up behind him. So this guy is probably going to go down. He's still stunned. And we're getting stun assist. And it's really getting high. So 2,367 so far. Now he's almost loaded. Give it another go. Rounds out. Well, he increased the stun again. Only got a critical hit. I think that's probably on the tracks. Shure MV7X is still there, but the Centurion is using the river for cover. Now the enemy does have 2 Arty. They've got a Crusader SP and an M12. Probably up the other end of the map. Rounds out. That's better. And he got it. They killed the BZ-176, which now means, of course, the threat is from the TNH TVIS-51 near the castle. We don't know where he went. So, they are 2 up on the enemy now. They managed to claw a couple back, or 1 back. Looks like our Batchat 25 TAP has decided to, or I should say Batchat 25 TAP, is decided to actually go over onto the west side, use the bush line that runs up the road, and whoa, that's where they found the M12. Rounds out. That was good. That was very good because he got 235 actual damage, and then the kill gave him the stun assist off that one as well. So it might be that TNH TVIS-51 is... Oh, there he is. He's actually still by the castle, but they couldn't see him because he was hiding. Now, have we got a shot on him? Well, looking at Battle Assistant, he had a quick look, but he hasn't got the angle. And he keeps flipping backwards and forwards between it, which means we're not getting a good view. It's not helping. There's only 4 enemies left. The TNH TVIS-51 did die whilst we were changing our views all the time. They now think that there's another tank in B1. Or is that the M12's aiming spot? I think that might be. There is the Crusader, and he's gone. He chose to sit in across the river. The Shure MV7X is the one who nailed him, which now means there's only 3 enemies left, and I think they are on the east side of the map. At least the Centurion has stayed behind with us to guard against the enemy popping up at the cap area. M12 seems quite comfortable over there in the southeast corner of the map, but he has actually managed to get a fair bit of damage, so we'll just say, well done, keep it up. T-54 lightweight. Lining up the shot. Oh, he changed course. And the T-29 is headed in our direction, so time to get back behind those bushes. to give us a bit of cover, because yes, you can almost auto aim onto him at this point. And he is coming in fast. We've been spotted. There's no enemy Arty to hit us, but he could hit us. And he tagged him. Now, time to get out of dodge. He's actually staying around. I think he intends to shotgun this guy if he gets close. We're capping at the other end. Only 2 left. The T-54 lightweight is fighting it out on the east side of the map, right in the north. Whilst our guys cap, and we're fighting it out with this T-29, who is taking damage. And the shot comes up behind him. And, well, there he goes. And that was the Shure MV7X getting some shots in. And the game is over. Well, the good news in that one was they managed to cap out at exactly the same time as they managed to get 15 kills. So they got the bonus for killing all enemy tanks out of that game. But best of all, Joe managed to get an ace tanker out of it. Yes, he did a huge amount of damage in the end, and we'll see that as we go through his results. It's not the first ace he's had them before. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. And he got a Confederate as well, because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he didn't get a single kill, but that actually helped him to get a Confederate, because, of course, getting a kill would actually detract from the number that he's actually managed to hit. He got a win rate of 2,000, which is very good. Let's have a look at the team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to Arty and HT-Viz51. He managed to get a high caliber for 5,850 hit points of damage. Second highest damage was the TNHT Viz51 on the enemy team. He got 4,009. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the Scorpion on the enemy team, and that's the German Scorpion, not the American one. He got 3,066 hit points of damage. You can see Joe managed to get 1,791, which is a reasonable score because it's actually in the top half of his team. And we can also see that he was beaten by 4 members of his own team and 4 members of the enemy team, which means that he's actually in 9th place overall on damage. We can see the M12 actually did also do well. He got 933, even though he actually was an inexperienced Arty player. I do hope he joins What Arty Noobs, because he can pick up a lot of tips and information on how to improve his Arty play and really get good. When it came to kills, we can see that the high scorer was that Shure MV7X with his automatic autoloader. 4 shots for him, 4 kills rather. 3 kills went to the RT32 and to the TNHT Viz51 on the enemy team. And 2 kills went to Arty and HT Viz51, our Batchat, Vansang, TAP, and the T28 all got 2 kills on the enemy team. The T55A and the T54 lightweight also got 2. And of course, Joe didn't get any kills, neither did the M12. So at least they kept up the they actually managed to get their Confederate, or Joe did. The M12, I think he just missed out. Yes, 5-0, and we can see on Joe's it's 8-0. So he did have a little way to go. Joe was being very busy. Let's have a look at the base XP. And the TNHT Viz51 with the highest damage got 1,322 base experience points. But look at Joe, he got 1,175. And they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base, which means Joe was very busy on the stun assist. He actually did help his teammates to get decent shots on the enemy. Moderately, I'd say that BZ176 took a lot of damage because of Joe's stun shots on him. He fired 14 rounds in the game, so still had plenty of ammunition. 16 rounds left at the end. He got 5 direct hits on the enemy, but none of them penetrated because it's tier 9 and it's heavy armor. 13 splashes, damage of 1,791, of which 1,051 were at more than 300 meters. So some close range damage there on the T29 and the BZ176s. And he also damaged 8 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 3,173 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. So combined damage is just under 3,000 altogether. So yes, it's not a 3,000, 5,000 altogether. Yeah, so it was a good game for him overall. 74,053 credits to take away, and he also took away 7,933 experience points. So a nice little earner there with an ace tanker for Joe. Congratulations on that. I'm sure we'll be seeing more replays from Joe because, of course, he's found our channel recently, and of course, I think he's now realizes that yeah, it's a good group to be in. What Arty Noobs? If you're in with us, then obviously you've got much more chance of your video being seen by other people. Plus, of course, you can spot the replay whenever you want. You can actually go and watch it on video. I know that's the initial reason that Mighty Jingles created his YouTube channel, so that he could watch his replays again in the future, because he didn't fancy keeping all the clients that would force you to do that. But the good thing is, once you sent it to us and we convert it to video, then it's always going to be visible on YouTube or whichever channel we put it onto, because we don't just put them on YouTube, we also put it on Rumble. And so a lot of our videos are over there for safekeeping, just in case YouTube suddenly goes offline because they've been split up or disenfranchised, so to speak. I just don't want to predict exactly what will happen. But I have a very sneaking suspicion that in the near future, Google is going to have to, how shall I say it? It's going to have to it's going to have to move YouTube out of their business structure as an independent company, possibly even sell it to somebody else. Because, of course, people have been reviewing Google's business practices and said that they are a bit unfair. So yes, a lot of content creators are now getting worried that all of their videos, which are on YouTube, are suddenly going to be unavailable. Maybe if YouTube suddenly went down, but at least we do have Rumble, so we can put things there. I haven't been updating the Rumble channel recently, mainly down to the fact I've been so busy on YouTube and actually playing the game that I haven't done as many as I could have. But it is important to have two channels available, just in case one goes down. You still keep your videos online. Anyway, enough of me waffling around. Well done, Joe. And if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.